中高生の基礎英語
In English! Welcome, listeners, and thank you for joining us. My name is Gary Scott Fine.
Hi, I'm Sandy Sky. How are you all today? I can't wait to speak lots of English with everyone.
Hello, I'm Sumida Moeno. Let's have an amazing week.
Yes!
Yay!
Nice. All right then, let's get started.
Topic 6, Day 1.
Let's warm up by chatting about this week's topic, which is...
If you had one superpower, what would it be? If you had one superpower, what would it be?
A superpower, like a superhero has.
Moeno, can you think of an example of a superpower?
Power to move things without touching them.
Oh, that's a good example, the power to move things without touching them. Another superpower might be the ability to fly.
Or to travel a long distance in less than a second.
Or to change the size and shape of your body any way that you want.
Or to control wind, water, and fire using your mind.
There are so many possible superpowers.
Yeah, your superpower could be anything you can imagine.
But if you had to choose just one...
This week, we're asking, if you had one superpower, what would it be?
Now, let's move on to this week's dialogue.
In the classroom, May and Edison are packing up their bags after the last class of the day.
Let's listen to what they say.
Ugh, I have so much to study.
Finals are next month. There's still time.
If I could stop time, I would always have enough time for everything.
What would you do?
The things I like. Dance and make costumes. Plus, I'd always get enough sleep.
Sleep is very important. According to doctors, teenagers need between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night.
I believe it. What would your superpower be?
My superpower would be to talk with animals. I would be able to communicate with any living creature.
Oh, that would be fun.
Fun, yes. But in addition, we would learn so much about life and nature. On top of that, we could build better relationships with animals.
You mean that my dog and I would really understand each other?
Instead of just speaking to your dog, you could exchange opinions.
Oh, instead of just walking my dog, I could teach my dog to dance with me. Yes, please.
Moeno, what words did you catch?
Animals,
Good.
communicate,
Good.
and relationships.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice, yeah. May says, yes, please, at the end. Yes, please means that she really likes the idea, and yes, please, she would love to dance with her dog.
Right. We'll find out more about the things Edison and May say on Day 2 and Day 3. New words.
New phrases.
Today's first word is finals. Finals.
Moeno, when you hear the word finals, what do you think of?
Last of something like last match.
Yeah, that's very good. The last of something, like the last match in a sporting event, for example. The last round of games or matches is called the finals.
Yes, but in the dialogue, May says, I have so much to study. And Edison responds, finals are next month. There's still time.
Right. Here, finals means final examinations. The last tests you take when you finish your school courses, usually around July and in March, and in some schools in December too.
Yeah, and finals are usually the biggest and hardest tests too.
That's right. Okay, our next new word is creature. Creature.
A creature is any living thing, from the smallest bug to the biggest whale.
Yes, and some people believe plants are creatures too.
In the dialogue, Edison says he wants the superpower to communicate with any living creature.
Yeah.
Our last new phrase is instead of X, Y. Instead of X, Y.
Instead of X means in place of X or rather than X.
Right. In the dialogue, Edison says, instead of just speaking to your dog, you could exchange opinions.
Yeah. He means rather than just saying things to your dog, you and your dog could have discussions.
And then May says, instead of just walking my dog, I could teach my dog to dance with me.
Right. In place of doing X, you could do Y.
You can also say Y instead of X. For example, I would like to have tea instead of coffee.
Moeno, how about you?
I would like to have matcha latte instead of orange juice.
Yum.
Okay. Instead of talking more now, let's listen to the dialogue again.
Ugh, I have so much to study.
Finals are next month. There's still time.
If I could stop time, I would always have enough time for everything.
What would you do?
The things I like. Dance and make costumes. Plus, I'd always get enough sleep.
Sleep is very important. According to doctors, teenagers need between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night.
I believe it. What would your superpower be?
My superpower would be to talk with animals. I would be able to communicate with any living creature.
Oh, that would be fun.
Fun, yes. But in addition, we would learn so much about life and nature. On top of that, we could build better relationships with animals.
You mean that my dog and I would really understand each other?
Instead of just speaking to your dog, you could exchange opinions.
Oh, instead of just walking my dog, I could teach my dog to dance with me. Yes, please.
Conversation strategy.
Today's conversation strategy is
Adding information.
you can use the word plus when you add information.
If May could stop time, she says that she would have enough time for everything she likes to do.
And she adds, plus, I'd always get enough sleep.
Plus is similar to the word and. For example, at a restaurant you might say, I'll have a chocolate milkshake plus French fries.
Yeah. All right. Let's try saying this using May's line.
Plus, I'd always get enough sleep. Nice job. Okay, here's the next one. Edison uses the phrase, in addition.
Yes. May says that talking with animals would be fun, and Edison says, but in addition, we would learn so much about life and nature.
Yeah, in addition means the same thing as plus, but it sounds a little more formal.
Right. You might tell your friends, I can speak Japanese, plus I can speak English.
But you might tell the parents of your friends, I can speak Japanese. In addition, I can speak English. Let's practice saying this.
I can speak Japanese. In addition, I can speak English. Nice job.
Edison adds one more good point about speaking with animals.
Yes, he says, on top of that, we could build better relationships with animals.
Saying on top of that is like adding one more thing on top of what you already have.
Yeah. Imagine that you have some books, one on top of another. When you say, on top of that, it's like you're putting one more book on top.
Right. It's like saying, here's one more thing.
All right, let's practice saying on top of that using Edison's line.
On top of that, we could build better relationships with animals. Great job.
Nice. Here's one more useful phrase from the dialogue. When you want to give information that comes from somebody else, you can say,
According to X. According to X.
Yes, according to X means X says. Everyone, Moeno, let's practice this using a phrase similar to the one in the dialogue.
According to doctors, teenagers need lots of sleep.
Now, let's practice. Imagine you heard on the news that it would rain tomorrow. Answer Sandy's question with, according to X. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
What will the weather be like tomorrow?
According to the weather forecast, it will rain.
Oh, I better get my umbrella ready.
Very nice. According to the weather forecast. If you said according to the news, that's great too. Okay, everyone, that's all we have time for today. Moeno, if you could stop time, what would you do?
I'd like to more sleep
You'd like to get more sleep?
and I'd like to sing in karaoke.
So you'd sing at the karaoke box?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you'd go home and sleep for a long time.
Yeah.
That sounds
good.
like a good day.
Sounds good to me, too. Okay, tomorrow we'll find out more about the dialogue. So, until then,
Bye.